week and a half of pure rain, I just want to show you some blue sky. Well, welcome back to my channel. On this episode, I'm going to be dealing with some leaks. Not the kind you eat, but the kind that are in your pond. And after all this rain, you'd think wouldn't have to worry about topping up the water. And I am, so I have to figure out where the leaks are coming from. So, it's try to calm down, figure out what's going wrong, and we'll fix it. First thing you want to do is, one, calm down, and just take a look at this and sort of put on your detective hat, and you figure out what's going on. So let's turn off all the pumps and the filters, turn on the oxygen, and then mark a point in your pond where you can measure the water depth. So in this case, I'm going to use a rock right there where I can tell if the water's gone up, or shouldn't have gone up, or if it's gone down. So then we're going to be able to tell if it's a pond, or if it's a waterfalls, or something else that's causing a leak. So we have to be patient and wait a day. While we're waiting, we take a walk around and see if there's anything that is a tattletale sign. That being a big puddle somewhere, a real wet, damp area. And we want to really check the hosing and pipes. Now you see that I use PVC flex pipe. I don't use that other flex hose that gets brittle and snaps. I've learned my lesson. I think Leon from Budget Koi Pond put it pretty simple about, chinsing out on a hose. It's going to cost you in the long run. So I'm just going to take a walk around, and again I'll check my PVC pipe there. It's all good. It's good here. I don't have any watermarks or leaks. Now I'll just play the waiting game. We'll have to do some other checks, and then I'll be able to tell if it's my waterfalls, one of my waterfalls. If so, I'll just have to slowly turn one on at a time until I figure out what's what. But we have to wait. Well, it seems that my water level has kept pretty much the same. So I'm happy that it's not going down any further. I just realized that I probably butchered Leon's channel name. I swear sometimes I'm dyslexic. Paul, you can help me out on this one, if you're not counting penguins, that is. So I apologize, Leon. It's budget pond keeping, just like it's Paul's Koi Pond, not Paul's Koi World. Man, I must be dyslexic. Anyways, back to my topic. So now that I know that it's not going down any further in this, it has to be something external, like one of the waterfalls. But if it had kept going down, you have to just wait and basically see that level. Now, I know that I've got a leak high in my pond, and I've walked the entire thing. I've gone in the pond, I've gone all around it. You can try using dye or sometimes milk, but when you have fish in here, they're going to disrupt it, and you're not going to see it anyways. Now, as far as moving stuff in the waterfalls, I've already done all that. I took everything apart in this waterfalls. I made sure that there's no water running out back. I moved this waterfalls, but I did notice something when I was doing my physical checks all around. And it appears really damp in here, so I'm going to give it a little further inspection. Well, I pulled back all the rocks here where I had this, and it's a little bit damp, but I found it. I think I found something. It's damp back here, and I have water spilling out over here. So I'll fix that, and that'll end that problem for this year, I hope. Found all my leaks for this year. But again, the main thing to look for is something external. Like you're going to see some moisture or some water build up or something in an area, or in this case, a really high tree compared to the other ones, or just even a really lush grass, or even where a lot of weeds are growing. Look in those areas. You'll find them. You'll also notice during your waterfalls, you're going to get a certain amount of evaporation simply because of all the water agitating and splashing. So, again, I go through this a few times every year. Just things shift, especially in waterfalls, and when you have live plants, they cause the actual water movement of your streams or waterfalls to shift and divert. So always be extra careful of that, and always check for your piping that you don't have a crack in, the flex hose. Again, that's why I went to the PVC pipe. It's tougher, stronger, and actually it's a little bit cheaper, and it's just as flexible. Anyways, take care, everyone. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification. That's really important. Thanks, guys. Take care, everyone.